What's going on, Gary? This is John Max here. I had a question for you. Was driving and listening to Thank You Economy, and at the end of the book you talk about how you would wish the book would self-destruct by 2015 because marketers would have ruined the Thank You Economy. Looking back, do you think that we still live in a Thank You Economy? And if not, what kind of economy do we live in now? Thank you.
So I'll take a little bit of this because I'll help you. The Thank You Economy's premise is pretty simple, which is, can we scale one-on-one behavior? What's depth versus width, right? You think of influencers, some place that you and I have both played. Like, you could have 1 million followers, but if you said, go buy this book, both you and I know that somebody with 72,000 followers could sell more books. Depth. It didn't play out the way I wanted because I had optimism in a place where I shouldn't, which is the punchline is businesses don't give a fuck. No. It is unbelievable how much people don't understand why my whole world has worked. My little thing works because I just want to go deep. I just want to deliver value, and it works every time. And the person who scaled the Thank You Economy the best, in my opinion, is Taylor Swift, and that's why she's winning. She understands by.
About her in the book, actually.
That's great. So great segue. Perfect. I'm glad we can pass the book. Do some sort of scary thing there, by the way, edit. I think Taylor understands that going to somebody's wedding randomly may cost her 45 minutes and not have an ROI positive game, but it does because the pickup, the amplification. Dropping a pop-up shop for these glasses for Snapchat in the Grand Canyon is not ROI positive until everybody talks about it through this kind of infrastructure, and then it does. Thank You Economy has a lot of DNA ties to this, and to your question, the reason it didn't play out the way I'd hoped or inspired is companies are short-term, I'm long-term, and people that are thinking in 20 and 30 and 40-year terms are thinking about LTV and lifetime value, and then do things that don't have value in the short term. The reality is 99% of the players don't play that way.
Look, you and I have been in the same business and I think have the same values. It's remarkably frustrating when you try to convince a brand to do what you're talking about, to go deep and to actually attach yourself to a set of values or people that have those values. I always say make the content that matters, put it in front of the people it matters to, from voices that matter to them at a time that matters. It's like very simple, and they never get it. And they only want the top 1% of people, and it's like their trophy bag. And they're like, well, I got Demi Lovato to tweet about it. And it's like, well, that really doesn't mean anything. Because, it's not a bite on her. She's a mass media artist. But if I'm making a purchase decision, then I want something that's closer to me. I want something that I trust and feel some sense of shared values with. And these, big macro brands. But Taylor, she kind of overcame that by these personal experiences. She
understood it. She understands there's an amplification,
just this weekend,
scaling the
she's
unscalable.
singing Thanksgiving songs with Todrick Hall, who's a self-made YouTuber.
She gets it. She understands where the attention is. She deploys unscalable behavior in it, which then means it gets amplified. What's his name again? One more time? John, all of what you heard in that book is still an opportunity today as it was 6 years ago when I wrote it.